Howdy, sports fans. Here we are at the property. We're going to do a quick update here on Friday. So I'm not picking up game cameras today, so we'll do a video update. So just like I say, a quick update. So here's what we're looking at. So here's all the wood that I've been stacking. Okay, so it should be a fair amount. I've also got scrap wood now because the scrap wood that's there, because wood's expensive, so I had to salvage some. There's our tractor, doing very well. So anyway, that's what you can see how much that big maple tree is greened up. It's just fantastic. So we've got some wood over here that we gotta sort out, and some scrap pile there that we gotta get rid of, but other than that, we'll head down to the pit. I mowed this this morning, because Ken's coming out tomorrow. We're gonna have bonfire and shenanigans will ensue, I'm sure, as it always does, mini bikes and everything else. So this is all the wood that I had cut last year. So I've started pulling this stuff up. As you can tell, that one's part empty. I got these two. Some of it has to be split, some of it's okay. I don't usually want anything bigger round than that in my wood stove. So some of the smaller pieces, some people say, why cut it so small? Well, you know, other guys will only take big chunks and split them, but my wood stove's smaller, so the little bits and pieces, and hey, you know, I got lots of time. So that's the wood I was referring to the other day. I said I'm stacking it, so we've got, oh, there's a little chippy. Get away there. So these are the pop cans that I was getting rid of that I had stacked here. So I've taken 13 bags back, and the other day it was 100 pounds. So 32 cents a pound, so it was 32 bucks. Not bad for a morning's work, I guess. So this will be next Wednesday, and bag these up. So, and then we got all the pallets ready to go for tomorrow. That spare pallets there, I got some set up for him, so he can start the bonfire tomorrow. And that brush on top is my neighbor had a bush there at the corner of her property that she wanted cleaned up. So I kind of cleaned it up for her. And that's all the stuff I cut off it, so it'll burn tomorrow. And we got these pallets set up for it to put on. So there's lots there. The pit's getting down. You can see the little spot in the center right there where you'll be able to walk across soon if it gets any drier. But not a whole lot of movement down there. There's not a whole lot of frogs I can see. I don't see the turtle anymore. So he was here, but I don't see him. We got a little bit more stuff to clean up in that little corner there. I may get the boys back again. A few little bits and pieces here and there in August once it dries up a bit. So we'll head off through our trail into woods. And you see it's a little bit darker in here because it's overcast today, but it's not bad out. It's actually quite nice. So lots of dead birch stuff down in there that for birch bark, starting fires and stuff. So walking down here and get over. This is the so as you can see, there's the white marker. We did this before, but there's the white post, and we'll go all the way down here. We don't want to go too far down. Slipping on a rock because it's probably still a little bit mucky. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of frogs running around. You can see some deer tracks down here. They've been coming down here to drink. So, like I say, there's some stuff to clean up here. There's a duck decoy over there. And some other metal stuff that we've been shooting. So you can see how high it is to the top. And you can see from here where that white marker is possibly. So it's down like, oh, it's down a good 10 feet minimum from where it could be. So anyways, I'll get up here, head down. Back out to the laneway, and we're heading down this way towards the, well, in the direction of the gate. In the, you know, we're not going to the gate, but we're going to head in that direction. We're not going very far. Of course, there's our reserve piles of dirt, sand, and gravel. So I've been digging. You can see how much sand I got gone. And that was supposedly 4 yards when they brought it here 2 years ago. So that's, I've been doing lots of sandbags. I'm not through my first pack of 50 yet, but I do 3 sandbags every day. And we got spare gravel here for projects that we're working on. And then going down our laneway. We're working on gravel on the laneway. This has all been done this year. I stopped. Last year I stopped just before the gravel piles. So all this is this year, and I do 2 loads, sometimes 3 depending on how I feel. I'm putting it on every day I'm out here. So we're way down past that corner down there. We're past the halfway mark now. So I started taking gravel from the pile at the gate and coming backwards. So we're at the big corner down there where it corners down and goes down a little bit of an incline. So this is the update that we're doing. So this is a new trail I started in here last week. Had the brush hog out and cleaned up a bunch, and then I had the chainsaw out and cleaned up a bunch of trees. I still got to do some fill in there. There's a little bit of a hole that I got to fill in where that big rock came from. And somebody, before I got here, had dumped all this garbage in here. So I get a garbage bag and clean it out. There's little bits of plastic bag and some plastic wrappers and, you know, little pieces of plastic. I don't know what that's for, but we'll get it all cleaned up anyway. So this is the new trail that I'm doing. So I had to come down here with the chainsaw and clean out a bunch of stuff. This here, all this stuff, and push it out of the way with the tractor. But this is what we're aiming for here. So this is the, well, it probably used to be the biggest maple tree. I don't know if you can see it. There's a lot of other trees around. We'll go up here. So, and it's still going, but this half broke off. And there's some dead wood, like there's some bad stuff in here. And, you know, there's that big piece that fell down there as well. Like this used to be a huge tree. And, you know, there's damage to it up there and everything else like that. And it's probably coming down. But there's a lot of firewood in here. So that's why I made the trail. So looking back that way, you can see out kind of out the trail, out the laneway. So I can come in here with the wood hauler. And once I clean this up a little bit and get some more of the crap wood out of here, and I can dump it off to the side and make just a pile of junk. But there's still a lot of decent firewood in here, which will probably do me for a long time. You know, there's some hardwoods, any of the softwoods and stuff I can throw on the bonfire, but there are some other dead trees and stuff which I'll clean up. But this would be a nice little open area as well for the deer. And it looks like, I don't know if you can see through there, right there. There looks to be another open area in there. So, and there's a small trail Where'd it go? So this I may be able to take this. And there's a small little trail where the deer are going up through there. So I may get that opened up. I don't know. It may connect up to Dead Deer Run. I'm not sure. We may try. That may be one of the projects to work on, is doing that. But this is why this new trail that I started and why I got it. So like this one's gonna have to come down here because it's dead. You know, that one's still alive, but this is dead, so I can take that out. And this one's alive, but I think it might have to come out to give me room to get in here. And then, you know, start cutting up this stuff, and there's some dead stuff in there. I don't know. Like this is quite solid. So not the stuff that's close to the ground, because that probably would have rotted, but this stuff up here is probably a decent amount in there. And there's a ton of firewood in there. So, and plus I've still got 4 standing dead trees that I got to take down yet. There's some scratch marks over there on a pine tree. I don't know what it's from. It could be from that little baby bear that was here before. I don't know. But this is a nice little open area. Let me see if I can get in here a little bit. Okay. I don't really want to have to go under this, but I don't think there's any way around it. And see, we got a nice little open area in here. Right? And there's the trail coming there, and that could be coming from the back end of the deer field, which we can figure out, and then it continues on that way through these trees. So I can come up, you can see where they've walked it down, and you can see where that one's, I don't know if they're nibbling on that or scratched or whatever, some woodpecker marks in there. You can see the woodpecker holes where they've been pecking in for grubs. And the tree's not dead, although, oh yeah, it is too. It's a dead tree, it's just got some vines up top. So I'd probably leave it just for the bugs and the birds and stuff like that. But, you know, there's a nice little area back in here that can be, well, there's another little thing off the trail over there too. But this is a nice little open. Once I get all this lumber, all this, no lumber, but like firewood, there's got to be at least a couple cords in there that I can take. Problem is going to be getting it without hurting myself, because, you know, it's still attached to the tree there. But again, and you can see this is all tapped down, so animals have been using it. And there we have, if you can see it right there, that looks like a baby turkey feather. They're molting, so getting rid of their baby feathers and getting their adult feathers. So looks like there's turkeys wandering around in here too. Maybe I should set up a camera. I got one I took down. So we're down to 11 cameras right now, because I had, actually we're down to 10, because I had 2. Yeah, you can see this is all tamped down here. I had 2 that stopped working. They're the Cuddyback F-Series trail cams, but I don't know why they stopped working. You put batteries in them, they turn on for about 5 seconds and then they shut off again, and then you got to pull the batteries out, put them back in again, and away they go. And there's an interesting little piece of moss, fungus, whatever the heck it is. But yeah, you can see all the animals been pecking into this. I don't know how long that tree's gonna last, but there is a lot of there's still a lot of life left in it. Still lots of branches up there. And, you know, in any event, so this is what we were up to last week. You can see some of the stuff I had to cut from dead logs on the ground. It's no good for firewood. So this is the new trail, and yeah, that's the update for today. So there's still a little bit of work to do in here. I got to put some more soil down to kind of even this out so it's not as bumpy. Be hard for you guys to tell, but that's what we're working on at the moment. So that's the update for today. Oh, sun's coming out. It's been on off and on all day. So anyway, that's what we're doing. So that's the update for today. Like I say, Ken's coming out tomorrow. I'll have game camera pictures on probably Saturday night or Sunday morning. But this will be the update for Friday. I'll put this up Friday night, and everybody get to see it. So until then, I'll see you here.